Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. It's Thursday. I missed the Wednesday talk. I got busy in the shop and then I had a bunch of stuff to do in the house. Sorry. I'll try not to let that happen again. But first, let me tell you a little story happened to us on the way back from the Nationals. I hit on it a little bit on that last video we put out, but that was all about thanking everybody and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so about 20 miles from Sykeston, Skip's car had a little vibration in it, and it turned out to be nothing major, but it was just one of them moments. So we're sitting in this school parking lot, right in the drive, and we got the drive shaft out from under Skip's car, and Lars and LP94 and Mohawk 62 went to get the parts we needed, which wasn't nothing but tail shaft bearing and a bushing and a rear seal. So while we're sitting there waiting, we're just, hanging around the car. You can't leave Skip's car sitting around, that thing go missing. But anyway, while we're sitting there waiting around, there's this guy, just to show you there is still good people on this planet. This guy pulls up in this green Hellcat Red Eye and gets out of the car. This big burly guy, I mean big. He walks up there and goes, "Hey, y'all need any help?" And we was like, "Oh, we got some people going after parts and stuff, He goes, "Well, dude, if you need a lift or anything," he goes, "I own a garage right down here about a mile." And he said, "You can limp it down there, man. We'll throw it up on the rack there, and y'all can use whatever y'all need in the shop. Heck, just have at it." Well, that's interesting. Appreciate it, but I think I can get this done just right here on the ground. It shouldn't take 5-10 minutes. We'll have her back on the road, providing we can get the parts. So he's hanging around there for a little bit, and he's talking, looking at Skip's cars, looking at the motor and stuff like that. And we was telling him about Mohawk Scamp, so he was like kind of hanging around to see if he could get a glimpse of his car. He looked at me and he goes, "Well, you running that little S10, man, a small block?" I said, "No, it's a 2.8. A 2.8? You racing with a 2.8? I said, "Yeah, a 2.8 with a supercharger." He goes, "What? A 2.8 with a supercharger?" He goes, "I gotta see this." I pulled up, popped the hood and they look at it. He goes, "Now, if that don't beat everything I ever seen," he goes, "I ain't never seen nothing like that." He said, "How's it run?" I said, "Well, she's running in the 11s, whatever." But yeah, so we're standing there for a few more minutes talking, and here comes a police officer. He pulls in and says, "Y'all need any help?" We're like, "Nah, we got it all covered." And he starts looking at the guy that pulled up, the police officer did, and he looked at him and he said, "Hey man, you mind if I work for you kind of part-time? I need a little extra money and stuff." And we're standing there looking at each other like, "What do you mean work for him part-time? He runs a garage." Now, he's the mayor of the little town next to where we was parked. Oh, he was just on the way to the gym, man, to work out when he seen us broke down. Anyway, a few minutes later, man, Skip and him hadn't come back. He said, "Well, I got to run down here to the gym." He goes, "Y'all need anything, man?" He said, "I'll go get you something. Y'all need something to drink or anything like that?" And at that point, we was out of water. I mean, we was headed home. We could have stopped anywhere and got something to drink. And he goes, "Heck, I'll run down here and get you some water. I got free water at the gym." He said, "I'll be right back, man." So he leaves. He comes back. Crap, he's got a freaking thing of waters. He's got a bag of ice and pizza for everybody to eat. Heck yeah, dude. Where else do you run into people like that? Them's good people. So that was an experience. But can't thank that guy enough. I can't remember his name. I think it was Danny or something. I can't remember. But he was super, super nice. I mean, just out of the blue. So there you go. There are still good people out there that's willing to help people out. Now, on to what else I was going to say. We'll talk about, this won't be a real long one, as I got to get back to work. I said I'd pull the slips out. Now, this little truck is running 1111s and 1112s constantly. Like I said, Buck beat me. The only reason Buck beat me is I fell asleep at the light. The only reason I beat him is because he fell asleep at the light. Now keep in mind, I wasn't manually shifting this thing because it's hard to feel the gear shift. So I may end up putting a 4 shift in that thing. So I was just running in drive, not overdrive, but just third gear, and letting her shift out when she wanted to. That was a big mistake. Yesterday, Lars took it with Mr. Shader Shyster down the road here, and he was manually shifting. He goes, dude, you screwed up. You should have done that. He said, you keep that thing in the 5,000 RPM range. He goes, that thing flat fly. So I got to make sure I get a way to manually shift that thing and then put them 14 gears in the back of it. And I think we'll be in the 10s and the 9s, which is all I want out of that little truck. I don't want to go through roll bar installation and all that kind of crap. I'm just not into it that bad. It's just a fun little truck to have around to play with and drive. Now here is the slip. If I can get it to focus on this, I'm on the right, or I'm on the left side, and Buck's on the right side. So let's see if we can get it up there and get it to focus, and y'all can zoom in if you need to and see it. I'm the winner there. Buck is the loser on this one, because the losers get the yellow slip, okay? But no, I'm tickled with everything. We didn't break anything or nothing like that, and so, you know, it went there, it done its thing, it came back just like we said we was going to do. Everybody got home safe on this end, and most everybody I seen on YouTube had got home safe, had a few little problems like we did, but everybody made it home safe, and that's what it's all about. I am still working on the video. I got so much mixed up stuff, I'm not sure exactly how I want to edit it. I've got racing, and I've got the stuff where everybody's hanging around the campfire and crapping, you know, just bull crapping around. So I'm not sure how I want to intermix all that stuff, so it's just not a boring video. So it's taking me a little more time instead of the way I usually shoot. I just point, click, boom, it's done. So hang in there, guys. It's coming. There's a one at the tree. I'll explain that later. The video's gonna get long. I wanted to keep it under 8 minutes. Just remember, guys, have some fun with this stuff. Don't take it real serious unless you're in it for the money. I'm not. Family home safe, and watch out for them darn loose lug nuts.